for the cog invite thing. We're gonna be one of those regiments that do that. Salvage mine next to Thunderfoot's at 500. Anything new and exciting going on that I missed? I've been MIA because I had to move. friendly cargo at the seaport.
Alright.
So GTA 5, get it all GTA 5 on us. This is the start of War 124. It started yesterday, so I was a little late. So, yeah. We're doing logic stuff. I think it's a certain length, like a lot of stuff. I think it would be broken if you could just go forever with one. I've done, I've done it before. The early game component farming is just crazy. Is this New Detroit? And they just junk your truck out of nowhere. Okay, can y'all hear me now? Shit. Okay, y'all couldn't hear me before, correct? Okay. Well, no, no. My mic was set to my one of my webcams. Let me make sure, cause my audio, I moved and my audio's been acting funny. So let me make sure I have. Hold on, let me turn my audio mixer to get turned off. Okay, is this any better? Okay, well, I'll take it. Man, when I disconnected my computer, all my settings didn't carry over correctly, and yeah. Okay, well, I'll have to turn that off in a second. Well, if you hear like a staticky, I have my air purifier on in the background, so you might hear that maybe. But let me see. I said that earlier. You're playing GTA 5. Trying to figure out my audio settings because when I moved, my audio settings did not carry over correct. So I'm trying to figure that out now. So, testing. Hello. Hello. Is that better? Is this better? Okay, is this any better? I think it was picking up some other external sounds. So hopefully this is... Okay, let me try this the third time. Is this a lot better? Or close to being better? Okay. I'm working with a weird room, and I have an air purifier because the guy before me used heavy chemicals here in this room. I guess he was photography something major, so they said it was filled with chemical smells all the time. And shit, I forgot about my pizza. I'll be right back. those watching, I do apologize. I had to get some food. I will be on in just a second to finish up. I'm also streaming the cap score down there for Ovechkin. Can't see it. OV number 8 here. Somewhere on here says 8 captain. But I had to get some food. I haven't eaten anything in a while. Also, I do apologize if my audio is messed up because I've been super busy trying to get my setup done. I haven't bothered with streaming, so I haven't figured out the audio system just yet because I had to disconnect everything. It's a real pain in the butt. Whoa. Okay. I'm also on Discord, so there's that. What happened? Yeah, that would be crazy. Because, and also, will they give us a Navy carrier? I want. Cause I would love to see a Navy carrier in this. There's a lot more questions than answers. We won't know until they do the spring update or whatever the dev update. They're gonna give us World War One biplanes. We're not getting those Spitfires. So they have it with the VR, but a lot of people not. Yeah, there's a few YouTubers that have tried it. They're not. Yeah, artillery and push gun stuff is pretty on point, but other stuff it's like maybe not yet. Yeah, I mean it looks awesome. But some people said they got real sick real quick. They said they've played VR before, but it looks really awkward. Like, they haven't figured out how to fucking make weather stations work. So how are they gonna figure out how the planes are gonna work? I probably I have a feeling I'd have to. But the one thing I will say is, are we gonna see planes in a stockpile in Seoul of like 600 planes that never got used, just like all the tanks that never got used in the Seoul stockpile and ships after it was. Yeah, I mean, the only thing I could see with planes is that they're their own instance, like they're in a separate instance from the rest of the war. Okay. But then again, I did earlier. I was laughing at the video. But they said that we would fly them. But yeah, they said in one of the dev streams. Yeah, I would have thought Call of Duty's. trying to see where I need to go for salvage. Yeah. And there's also Logi and back on. I mean, that was a great show. If that was, or was it? I could see like dr- drop tanks and stuff. Oh yeah, the like it should. But my question: if they're gonna let us build their own airfields, okay. So real, if they're gonna let us build their own airfields, okay, now we're just gonna see fucking airfields everywhere, no defenses. Unless he, but unless you go, well, yeah, unless they limit him to backline hexes only for airfield building. That was the only thing that would make. Yeah, no, but I think they might limit it to backline hexes, possibly for airfields. Yeah, yeah, I think that would be, or yeah, preset location. But then everyone's gonna be fucking looking for a airfield. Like, oh, this is Regiment blah blah X now instead. And then I also do have a feeling that every colonial or warden are all gonna be airfield people, and the Navy regiments and everyone else is gonna jump to airplanes, and no one's gonna be on the ground. Yeah, but hey, it's child labor with tariffs. It's child labor with tariffs. Sorry, we've been discussing airfield stuff on Foxhole. So in the summer sometime, they're supposed to do an airfield update. And the airfield update, we don't know what air update's going to include, but they showed some demo videos, which I might have to play it later, of different types of airships that we could get, airplanes and stuff. So we don't know the details of that just yet. All we know is they're giving it to us, and there's too many questions than there are answers. Like, will they let us build our own airfields? How would it work crossing hexes? Because right now each thing is hex based. So if it's hex based and they are limited to hexes, that's fine. But if it's not, like when you take a big Navy ship, people get disconnected because not everyone has the same internet speed. So would someone get disconnected on your ship? Or not ship, but airplane and stuff? Since I was a wee little lad. So yeah, we're doing Logi right now. We're in our Logi hex, but we're gonna also be doing updates and pushed forward as we get our base set up. Have you yet? Have you never played like the 1980s arcade? Well, no. Have you ever played the 1980s? But have you seen the 1980s arcade games where they have like the top down like fighter planes where you're just shooting? Yeah, that's basically what's gonna happen. So for mines, like so if you're because I want to say the colonials don't start off with pickaxes, but the wardens do. They start off with the hammers, and we get the harvesters and mines where they don't, and we tech the hammers after they tech. But they get hammers first. We get the sledgehammers second. We get the mines first. They get the mines after we do. Get the hammers or something like that. Yes. Apparently, we learned how to build what we learned what weather stations can do last war. If you ask certain people. Well, I don't know if you saw. We don't. This regiment doesn't care for him, but Raw Dog or Mo Dog or whatever the fuck his name is off of YouTube made a video about weather stations. Yeah. Apparently, we discovered how to use them last war. Yeah. But I want to fight. It could be that. That would be. I really want a damn blimp. Give me my Goodyear blimp, but make it war colored. Too early. Probably will get it by. What's your address? Where do you live? Where are you parking it? Just for research purposes, that's all. No other reason. I don't have a wrench in my back pocket either. Um, we do need M subs, but I don't. Yeah, because M subs are always needed. It's the one forgotten resource early war that people forget that we need. Well, Asmat one because M subs are a salvage thing. But I do have a question because I don't think they're going to give us enough time in Dev Branch to figure out airplanes, and there's going to. the dev stream, dev branch. And then they're going to say April Fools. Well, so then I do have a question then. Since how our tech progresses, like World War One to into World War Two, kind of over the course of our tech tree, would that go with planes too? Cause yeah, and like they did Navy with that, like they did the progression tree. I'm stupid. Making me maths. And they think they did say that we can do D-Day type invasion landings with airplanes and stuff and parachute drop down um, people. So we're gonna have paratroopers, and because we're the good guys, we gotta play the GI Joe song. Ooh, I wonder if we gliders. Okay, let's see here. I do have a gripe. Why is it that the little farm fences are the only fucking things we can destroy as we drive by, but everything else is like, nope, indestructible, indestructible. But that little farm fence, like running over, is like destroyed. Yeah. Cause I forget where it was at. In one, I'm gonna say the Leto. Yeah, I think in the Heartlands they had there was like two areas where there was trees in the middle of the road because the way they did it, and they put like a memorial thing around it with a fence to to block people from trying to run into it because it became like a national treasure in one war. Wild Umberwood and the hexes around it. Wild Umberwood, Wild Umberwood, and then the hexes surrounding it because we're getting all the scrap components and everything else that's in and around that hex. And then we're just taking it up to where's the stupid is it the foundry. Thunderfoot is the seaport that we're working out of, and the foundry is where the refinery is at. And then on the very towards the bottom of the hex are some of the different mines and other component thingy majiggers. Okay. groups for days. So when I used to be in this hex a lot, or we were in the hex just north of this one, um, I would definitely have gone over here real quick and easy and picked up stuff because there was a route you could do to get ponets, to get salvage, and to get sulfur, and there was a whole route that you could do to get it all. But it was just a circle that you did, but you can go pick it up in the truck and do it real quick. No, like we got answers. Uh,
Burin. Baron. Beren. Beran. I know those things are a hot commodity. You don't want to leave those things lying around.
we're making salvage, farming sulfur. Oh, hey, Bing Bong. How many kilos of coke do we have then? I don't know. God damn it. I thought I was. Well, I take this back. I'm not really Mexican. I'm Mexican American. And I don't speak Spanish. Well, no, I get yelled at because I get yelled at by Mexicans because they say I'm not a real Mexican because I don't have family in Mexico. All my family's lived in the U.S. going back to the Mexican American War when the U.S. won all that land from Mexico. So they don't call me a real. Most Mexicans don't call me a real Mexican. Also, I don't speak Spanish. I know I can. I just I just laugh because they yell at me for that. They also yell at me because I don't have a green card. Oh, this is in real life. Oh no, this is in real life. Not even on the internet. I do. I stay Mexican. My dad. I do own a sombrero, and I do have a coaster that says I fucking love cocaine. Oh well. Yes. They love the sugary coke. I'm diabetic, so I fit right in. I own a sombrero and I have two ponchos. Well, technically three, because I like Club America. That should give me some points somewhere. Mm-hmm. In media channel. Let's see. That's just what the devs posted earlier, and that what. So that plane, if you, the one plane that looks like a cargo plane because it's more boxy, I guess, with the two. Yeah. Okay. How do they give us fucking air uniforms before Navy? That's like you said that earlier, but I just yeah, I never saw the photo of the uniforms until now. Unless you unless you count the flak vest, which yeah. I don't think they invented de-icer for planes in that early on in the war. I think that was more of a late 60s. Yeah. Well, it's funny that you said that because I was in no, not South Dakota, at at the main airport, and there's like only one main airport in South Dakota, out of the whole entire state. That's how bad it is. But the pilot came on and said we were the first plane to take advantage of having de-icing for the plane. Like they didn't have a de-icer machine until then, until that was the inaugural flight for it. I'm like, really? I thought all airports had to have it, but apparently not. There's still some that don't. Well, they said it because it just started snowing real heavily. Um, I was leaving. That was the last time I saw my ex girlfriend. Well, she wasn't an ex then, but she later became an ex. I did get to go to the world's tiniest biker bar. It was literally, it was tiny. It was like the size of like a backyard shed, but smaller than that. I don't now. And then I got to see. There's a famous dinosaur from there. I don't know what their name is off the top, but it's real famous because I guess no one thought they would find this type of dinosaur there because historians were like, "Shit, we only thought these dinosaurs existed this part of the world. Now they're over here in South Dakota." I was ran over a cogger, not paying attention. Well, you should have run in front of my fucking truck. So do I, and I'm in a truck. Well, I can run you over. Uh-huh. Your name's not fucking Speedy Gonzalez. I totally forgot I ordered a friend of mine ordered me a Juventus versus I don't even know what this club team is, but Juventus is playing. That's all I know. Because we're hosting a club FIFA Club World Cup game here at my stadium. Beer pong. Nice. give us the daily weather report? So are you gonna give us the daily weather report as well? I thought about doing that. Daily weather report. I have a green screen. I just don't have a sexy outfit to wear. So I can't be a hot weather girl. That works. You know what's funny? There's a local weatherman here in this area. I don't think he's on air anymore, but he was a young kid, maybe under 25, skinniest guy you would ever meet. But apparently he's a storm chaser, and he wrote 2 books about his experiences in his storm chasing vehicle in the middle of tornadoes. I'm like, this guy looks like he could get blown away in a heartbeat. Much less like, I don't know how you could be a storm chaser. Like, I'm worried you'd get blown away. But apparently, I guess the weather people know him. Like, everyone knows who he is, and, like, he's very revered for a young kid. Okay. Yeah. He's from, I don't know his name off the top of my head. It's from Washington, D.C. He, regardless of your political views, he was on Fox as a weather person. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even know Fox Weather had a weather channel until recently. Within, like, I would say last year. And I actually prefer them over the fucking Weather Channel. It's a hobby for you. I was like, Sigil, I'm like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, cause I want to say last war, they said they figured out how they work better than we did before because people were just like you said earlier, placing in weird places. Now they figured out how they can do it. They think we would have won the war because of the weather because we could accurately pinpoint where weather storms were going to happen and avoid doing arty and waiting like 6 days for the arty guns to fire because fucking weather. But now we know we can predict what hexes we can hit with, supposedly. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Well, because they were saying, huh? No, I was saying on a few videos that I saw, they said that because they can predict the weather, they can do better operations for like arty and stuff. Because they said storm cannons. I forgot what war it was. We were waiting like days for this fucking storm cannons to have proper weather conditions for them to go off. But yeah, yeah, I don't. That's over my head. I'm not that nerdy. Did we already? Okay, so we already stole a fucking Warden Logi truck. It's already in the foundry. What was it called? What coast? Classified. Classified. Yeah. That's more work than I would like to put into my day job. How so? I guess because it slows you down because of the mud and stuff. Oh yeah, the well yeah, that one. No, yeah, because I with the first because the first war that they did it. Yes, not the way it did. Yeah, because it was like within like 5 to 10 seconds it was frozen after you got out. I actually think they should bring that back. Yeah, Yeah, because you have to build a whole bunker system to get the tech up. Yeah. I mean, I well, I like the fact that, well, I mean, some of the stuff you said was joked about, like early when they announced weather. People were like, "Oh, now we're gonna know we need more weather coats to whatever hex." That, even though it's a thing, yes, because like I remember, I forget what hex it was that it was snowing pretty bad. We had a high tier storm, and even though there was snow coats and stuff, no one was bothered with them. Not to say that they weren't neat. Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, all about. And if there's no surgeries, go to yeah. Unless you're doing like partisan work, even then, most partisans don't care. There's like, I need my skin. Yeah, I'm. I remember Titan at. Yeah, because Titan and we were in was it the Treasury on the left side of it because we the first time we they did the weather update war and we didn't know that the it was gonna snow and our timing of when the storm cannons would dry was in set in stone until the weather hit. We're like, well, fuck us sideways. Yeah. Again. Oh, they would have put they would have put one in our. Yeah. Yeah. No, but did did they update? I didn't notice it. Did they do a map update, or I guess they maybe they did icon update so you can see all the officers and like what's a public fact facility and what's not? Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to. Yeah. Well, there's one above. Yeah. By chance, is anyone in Umbra Wildwood with a flatbed and a container, resource, not resource, the item container or a truck? Well, no, I just have a whole bunch of B mats I cooked up, and I'm in a haul, not in a hauler. I'm in the dump truck thingy majiggers. That was always the one that. Yeah, they're at the foundry. Well, I just left. Uh, Alright. Oh, if anyone can, I have a truck full of stuff I'm taking up to the foundry right now to offload in. But if anyone is free that would like to assist, if not, I'll get it out in a little while. Yeah. Not the end of the world. It doesn't have to be a flatbed or anything. It could be a hauler. I just figured if anyone is free. Yes. Who said when? Oh, am I? Oh, can I lock it? Yeah, 1 second. I did not realize it was open. Alright. Yeah. I will say I do like the Wild Umbroid as a hex in general. It's one of my favorite hexes in the game, and the Heartlands. I like the Heartlands and Wild Umbroid just as like a midline hex. I think they're one of my favorite hexes on our side of the map. Just the layout and everything, it flows for me.
All right.
Uh, are you? Someone built a concrete mixer. There's a concrete mixer in the foundry area, kind of hidden. Someone tried to hide this concrete mixer from us. Okay, yeah, it's the way they place it. It's a great place for the. It's hidden. You wouldn't notice it. The only reason I noticed it because I ran into the object that it was connected to, or. Okay. Oh yeah. Have a good one. See ya. Yeah. He did that a long time ago. No, North. Oh, was it? Yeah. Who is this? Oh. No.
Watch where you going, you crazy Australian. Oh, never mind. That's Travis. I thought that was unknown.
Hello, fellas. I have no beef with them. It's been a while since the Russians started beef with me, so. Boca Raton.
What the fuck?
I can't hear in-game audio, so I have to fix that. I still can't hear y'all. Damn it, I can't hear y'all in-game. I have to fix the audio in-game. It's acting funny. Try that. Hello. That's better. If y'all were trying to talk to me in game, I couldn't hear y'all. I just. Since my move, all my audio stuff has been wonky. I've been trying to get it fixed, but no cigar. Well, some of it's working. I have to figure out the rest. just say Canada. Canadian. Yeah. He actually, he loves it. He, okay, I'm going to bed. I'll be back later time, later date. I gotta go, got things to do, and also get sleep. Gotta get ready for work. So Oh, catch you later.